Good afternoon, Lacrosse fans, and welcome to Clothier Field on the campus of Swarthmore College for this afternoon's matchup between the Garnet of Swarthmore and the visiting Neumann University Knights, visiting from just down the blue route here, a non-conference matchup midweek for both of these teams as they prepare to enter and move along with conference play this year. Swarthmore Garnet 5-1, 1-0 in the Centennial Conference, coming off a big win last weekend against conference rival Dickinson. They have reeled off 5 straight victories since a very surprising opening season loss to Widener, anxious to continue to gain momentum as they head into the heart of their Centennial Conference schedule. On the other side, the Neumann University Knights out of the Atlantic East, they are coming off a terrific 11-10 comeback win against Wilkes University, and they're looking forward to the start of their conference play next week against Marymount. The Knights are 5-3 and 0-0 to date in conference. My name is Meg White. Thanks so much for joining us this evening. A beautiful sun-splashed day here on the Swarthmore campus. A little bit deceptive. It's nice and sunny and bright, but it's quite chilly for this time of year. I'm sure that the student athletes will be fine out there on the field, but for us fans here on the sidelines, we are bundled up against this early spring chill in the air. The Garnet will be in white, their home whites, to start the game. Neumann taking the field now in their visiting navy. In the cage for Swarthmore this afternoon, number 32, Helen Stafford. She's a sophomore goalkeeper out of Reisterstown, Maryland, Notre Dame Prep, one of the premier programs out of the Baltimore, Maryland area. And her opposing goalkeeper for the Neumann Knights, Catriona Corrigan. She is a senior, and she is a local product out of Alden, Pennsylvania, and Bonner Prendergast High School, just around the corner here. And 2 teams are set for the opening draw. Ball up. On the turf there, scramble for it. Won successfully by the Knights. Carried forward by Lauren Carson, freshman midi out of Mount Laurel, New Jersey. We'll get our first look at the Neumann attack. Swarthmore in a 1v1 defense. Skip pass there. Fagan looking to drive for the Knights. Nothing there. Thinks better of it. Still 45 on the shot clock for the visitors. Showing a lot of patience. Trying to settle into this game, get some rhythm going in their attacking third. Drive again by Fagan, behind the cage. Nothing there, scoops back up top. Broski. Fagan. Flipping back to her right hand, now left, shoots, bounce, and score. Beautiful job there by Lindsay Fagan, switching hands, looking for space, trying to get herself free. She manages to do it. Bounces one past Stafford. And the Neumann University Knights lead 1-0, 13:33 left to play in the first quarter. The Knights are coached by Liz Martin. She played collegiately lacrosse and soccer at Temple University here in Philadelphia, and she's probably very, very pleased with that first offensive possession. A lot of poise, a lot of confidence, a lot of patience, and they were able to convert. We'll see if Swarthmore has an answer. Straight up into the air there with that draw. Bounces to the turf. Controlled by the Garnet. That is Eleanor Miller. Swarthmore trying to push the pace a bit. Unable to get numbers, so they'll pull it up. Set up for their opening possession here on attack. Kira Hall behind the cage. Neumann also in a 1v1 defense. Miller at the elbow. Looking for space inside. Ball comes in. Tough handle. Shot just over the cage. Backed up by Swarthmore. They will retain possession. 35 left on the shot clock. Driving in. Shot just wide. Good take there by Kira Hall. Just wide of the cage to the right. Backed up again by Swarthmore. 28 on the shot clock. Referee does stop the clock. Some confusion about which ball was being used. Now we're back underway. Paleo looking for cutters. A little bit of an errant pass there up top. Intercepted beautifully by Becca Broski for Neumann. She carries it all the way into the attacking third. Dumps it off to Adams. Nice work there to create the turnover for the Knights, and they will set up their attack. One v one there, bit of an ISO. Nothing doing. That's some nice defense from Sadie Smart for the Swarthmore. Fagan driving again from the top. Bounces, shot, and saved. Stafford saw that one coming in, went down low on the turf. Ball on the ground there, but a foul on the Knights, and Swarthmore will control. Holub carrying forward. Again, Garnet looking to push the pace, not able to get those numbers up. They'll settle in for their second possession. Hall behind. Ball inside. Cutter was tightly marked there. A little bit too much contact on the stick and on the body. That's Holub, and she'll line up for Swarthmore's first free position shot of the game. One-on-one with Corrigan. Bounce and goal. So Swarthmore has answered Holub from the free position line. Beats Corrigan low. And we're all tied up here, 1-1, 10:37 left to play in the first quarter. Holub, the junior midi out of the Fieldston School in New York. Able to convert and draw Swarthmore even here early in the first quarter. Setting up again for the draw. Ball up. Plucked out of the air beautifully. Great vision by Ashley Pyron for the Garnet. Neumann riding hard here, making things difficult for the home team. They switch fields over to Paleo. She's able to carry it forward. Love brings it into the attacking third for the Garnet. Hall, one of the lead facilitators on this Swarthmore team. hovering around there, goal line extended. Pyron looking to drive, gets her right hand up. Shot and save there. Oh, the initial save made by Corrigan. The ball just popped right out of her cross and then trickled into the back of the cage. So Pyron, the senior out of Garnet Valley, Pennsylvania, and Garnet Valley High School, gets her right hand free. Manages to sneak it past Corrigan. Swarthmore has the lead 2-1, 9:44 left to play in the first quarter. Back to the draw here. Irvine, a senior out of London, England, has taken all the draws for Swarthmore. Ball up. Bouncing to the turf, scooped up again by the Garnet. That's Pyron, doing a great job off of the circle on these draw controls, gaining multiple possessions in this early in the game for the Garnet. Paleo carries forward. Dishes to Hall. Excuse me, it looks like Love. Pardon me. Abigail Love, number 10 for Swarthmore. Bit of a stack here at the top. Ball comes in. Beautiful interception there by Corrigan for the Knights. They will have a chance to transition into their offensive third. Swarthmore riding hard. Not a lot of options for Corrigan. Out to the restraining line now. Challenge, but gets the pass away. A lot of traffic here in the midfield. Beautiful check there. Ball to the turf. Scooped up by the Garnet. That's Irvine. Up to Hall. Kapilov behind the cage. Again, Swarthmore trying to push the pace, just haven't been able to get that fast break that I believe that they're looking for. They will set up the attack here. Hollab can't find space. Back up top. Rolling inside. Nice double team comes there. Nice slide. Ball to the turf. Scoop and score. That is the definition of a junk goal right there. Ball went down to the turf. Scooped up by Love, and she knew just what to do with it. Puts it in the back of the cage. Gives the Garnet a 3-1 lead. Just over 8 minutes left to play in the first half. So Neumann had won that opening draw, put the first goal on the board with a nice initial offensive possession. But since that time, they have really struggled to get the ball back here this afternoon. Swarthmore taking advantage and making them pay, winning draw controls, but also applying pressure in the midfield, creating turnovers, preventing the Knights from setting up their attack and getting some looks at cage. Back to the draw here now. Ball popped up directly into the stick of Eleanor Miller for Swarthmore. She's up to Irvine, and they will transition. Kira Hall takes it to X. Vallejo. Pyron. Plenty of time on this shot clock, but bit of a mishandled pass there, able to scoop it up. Driving hard right again here. Forced outside nicely by the defense. Hall, again, that facilitator, she's looking inside. Thought about taking it herself, nothing there. Spin dodge, but the slide came into the alley, preventing that drive on cage from Miller. Bit of a tough foul there, just outside the 8-meter. Broski looking to hold space, a little bit of the extension of the arms, and that's what the referee was reacting to. Possession stays with Swarthmore. Shot clock winding down, 5 to go. Rolling inside shot. Miller got the shot off, but directly into the stick of Corrigan. She read that one all the way. Corrigan's looking to transition, and again we see this Swarthmore ride. Pass into the midfield. Bobbled there, almost like, looks like was lost in the sun, went to the turf, picked up for Swarthmore by Irvine. She's fouled here on the near sideline. She'll restart. Kapilov carries in. Swarthmore just not giving an inch on that ride, and it has created multiple possessions for them in their attacking third, and they've been able to convert, building this early lead. Nice defense there from Neumann. Drive in. Miller likes that roll dodge. That time there was too much contact. She will go to the free position line. .42 left on the shot clock. See if she decides to go to cage or pull it out. She does go to cage. Shot bounce and save by Corrigan. Ball to the turf, scooped up by Swarthmore. They will have a new shot clock, 60 seconds, to go back to work on the attacking end. And, oh, that's killer for the defense. You work so hard to generate that save, and the ball goes to the turf. You'd like to come out of it with possession, but Swarthmore is able to control 40 seconds here on the shot clock. Slide comes. Nice defense on the collapse. Nothing there on the drive. Hollub. Shot comes in. Knocked to the turf. Scooped up again by Corrigan. She's looking to get the ball out quickly. Well done there by Brylan Adams for the Knights to maintain possession. Very, very fortunate. That was a tough pass into the midfield, almost a 50-50 ball. But the Knights have possession. They are in their attacking third, able to set up their offense, down 2 goals, 4:15 to play here in the first quarter. Fagan. Ball back down now to X. Flemings. Sidorowicz to Flemings. Ball inside. Beautiful. Beautiful change of the hands. Fagan went low, and somehow Stafford was able to match her stick for stick. Ball out over the end line. Neumann retains possession. Beautiful stick handling there by Fagan. Just couldn't find the back of the net. Drive from the top here. Beautiful back check there. Ball to the turf. Beautiful play by the junior from Concord, Massachusetts, Francesca Richardson for Swarthmore. She will transition all the way into the attacking third. Looks like we've got a timeout on the field. Yes, timeout by Coach Borby, longtime sideline boss for the Swarthmore Garnet, and one of the most decorated players in the history of U.S. women's lacrosse. So she'll talk it over with her team. Now that last play, that last check, it looks very simple, really, what Richardson was able to do on that play, but it takes a good deal of control to get that check off cleanly, put the ball to the turf, and then scoop it up. So nice work defensively. Again, Swarthmore just really able to generate a lot of possessions off cause turnovers, and that's been the difference so far in this game. Thanks for joining us. This afternoon's non-conference matchup between the Swarthmore College Garnet and the visiting Knights from Neumann University. The home team with a 3-1 advantage with just over 3 minutes left to play in the first quarter. And when we restart, Swarthmore will have the ball with a relatively fresh 78 seconds on the shot clock. Swarthmore called that timeout, but Coach Martin on the other sideline taking the opportunity to give some instruction to her team, the Neumann Knights, trying to help them get their feet under them a bit here, show a little bit more control and poise in how they take care of the ball, probably especially in the midfield in transition. Defense has done a great job this evening for the Knights, particularly Corrigan in the cage. Several big saves to limit the Swarthmore Garnet and their ability to convert. Here we go on the restart. Hall looking inside. Working the crease now. Beautiful job there. Pass went low to Isabella Bloomquist, the freshman attack out of Boulder, Colorado. She is able to beat Corrigan low. Beautiful job working that crease. Hall drawing the attention from the defense. Bloomquist able to curl around and finish. Swarthmore leads 4-1. 2:36 left to play in the first quarter. We'll be back to the draw. Again, Irvine for the Swarthmore College Garnet. Looks to be number 28, Lindsay Fagan for the Knights. Ball popped up. Controlled by Pyron. That is her third draw control of the afternoon, and she has done a great job off that circle getting possessions for her team. Swarthmore again setting up their attack. Driving now from the right side. Ball back to X. Hall is just the quarterback of this attack. Shot and goal. Hall finds Miller. Open in the 8. Her hands free and up. She is able to beat Corrigan for Swarthmore's 5th goal of the afternoon. And again, Swarthmore able to control those draws and convert on their attacking end. They've built a 4-goal lead here over the visiting Knights. I'm going to correct myself. That is Layla DeNova, who is taking the draw for the visiting Knights of Neumann University. Sophomore attack out of Glendora, New Jersey, and Triton Regional. Neumann's really got to start to get some possessions here off the draw control. Definitely don't want to let Swarthmore continue to build on this lead. Down 4, nearing the end of the first quarter. Nice job by Fagan there. She's off to the races now. Able to control exactly what the Knights needed. And we'll see if they can answer. Looking to drive off the elbow. Nothing there. Back over to Broski. Adams. Looking inside. Wants that right hand free. Nice help from the Swarthmore defense, still looking for space. Could not get her hands open. Broski driving. Nothing in that alley. Takes it back to X. Adams. Switches hands. Shot just over the crossbar. She did well to pull that ball back, and unfortunately backed up by the Garnet. Unfortunately for Neumann, backed up by the Garnet. Possession will go over to Swarthmore. See Stafford on the clear. Tough pass there. Able to be picked out of the air by Hollub. Nice check there from behind. Ball's on the turf. Beautiful job on the check, and then the ground ball by Corrigan, getting that possession back. Now the Knights have got to be careful on this clearance. Swarthmore working extraordinarily hard in the ride, and it's been paying off this afternoon. Ball comes into Carson. And the clock expires, running out of time. The Neumann Knights here in the first quarter. The home Swarthmore Garnet lead the visiting Knights of Neumann University 5-1. First quarter that was really all about possession. Swarthmore able to control on the draw, but then also create opportunities in the midfield with a strong ride, creating turnovers and extra possessions for their attack. Thanks so much for joining us this afternoon for women's lacrosse from Clothier Field on the campus of Swarthmore College. Non-conference matchup between these two, the home team, Swarthmore certainly, but also the local visitors from just down the Blue Route and Neumann University. We'll step aside for a few moments and bring you back for the start of the second quarter. And welcome back to Clothier Field on the campus of Swarthmore College. My name is Meg White, and we are so pleased to be bringing you this afternoon's lacrosse matchup between the home team, the Garnet of Swarthmore College, and the visiting Knights from Neumann University. We've played our first quarter this afternoon, and the Garnet lead the Knights 5-1. Great combination for the home team between controlling the draw and being able to create turnovers in the midfield led to a very lopsided time of possession and allowed the Garnet to build this 4-goal lead. Teams will switch directions for the second quarter. The home Swarthmore Garnet in their home whites and Neumann University in navy blue. Irvine and DeNova on the draw. Fagan able to come down with it for Neumann. Brings the ball into the Neumann attacking third. Working the ball around the 8. Again, Neumann very, very patient. Their opening possession of the game, they were able to work the ball nicely and score the game's first goal. But since that time, really, really limited possessions for their attack. Drive in. Beautiful take by Brylan Adams, but Stafford, the sophomore goalie from Notre Dame Prep for the Garnet, was able to make that save. Ball comes out. Richardson transitioning. Neumann taking a page out of the Swarthmore playbook, slowing the Garnet down here through the midfield. But Swarthmore able to bring the ball into their attacking third. That's Holub. Back to X. Ball inside, shot, and goal. Beautiful job there on the backdoor cut by Miller. Just a beautiful finish. Before the Neumann defense could really get settled, Miller was able to backdoor her defender, cut into the 8. Beautiful catch and finish. Really not a whole lot that Corrigan could have done about that in the cage for Neumann. Not the start, I'm sure, that Coach Miller was looking forward to the second quarter. Fagan able to control that draw. But a big save from Stafford gave the Garnet back possession, and they increased their lead. It's 6-1, 13:41 left to play in the second quarter. DeNova and Irvine on the draw. Ball down to the turf. Murray gives chase. She's able to control for Neumann. Double teamed there. Looks to run through it. Tough foul. She'll retain possession. Double coming. Triple coming. Again, Swarthmore, relentless pressure on this ride. They're making nothing easy for the visitors. Neumann able to clear. That's Broski. Ball at X. Beautiful interception there. Oh my gosh. Pyron read that all the way. Stepped in front. Reversed her stick. Able to control that ball. And again, the Neumann attack really got stopped before they even got started. Just terrific defense by the Garnet. And they'll look to transition. Nice work there by Elizabeth Zack, the freshman attack from Swickley, Pennsylvania, and Swickley Academy. Some new personnel here on the field for Swarthmore. 5-goal lead. Going to the bench, getting some extra players in rotation. Irvine looking for space. Drives in, tries to get a right hand up. Nice work by the Neumann defense. Close that down. Kira Hall. Tough play there. That was Pyron on the drive, looking to get her right hand up. Little contact there from Plazinski, and she'll go behind. Pyron on the free position line for Swarthmore. Up against Corrigan. Drives in, fakes high, goes low. And that is about as perfect a free position shot as you will ever see. Just exploding off the line, faking high, freezing the goalie. Going low on Corrigan, really nothing that she could have done about that shot. Just a very, very technical finish by Pyron. Gives Swarthmore a 6-goal lead. 11:44 left in the second quarter. Neumann really just needing to get any possessions that they can to get themselves into their attacking third, give themselves and their attack some good looks at cage, get themselves back into this game. Again, DeNova and Irvine on the draw. Ball up, foot race here, 50-50 ball. That was Murray for Neumann. She took a misstep and ended up on the turf. Swarthmore able to control. Sadie Smart. Neumann bringing the pressure. Double team there. Fagan able to check it away. Beautiful check by Fagan. Stafford was out of her cage. Nice job there by LeBeau to recover. Cut that off and allow Stafford to get back. Slowed Fagan down. But that does generate a possession for the Knights of Neumann University. We'll see if they can convert. Flemings. Back up to Fiedler. Broski in her left. Comes back to her right side. Defense able to collapse. Smart. Hedging over. Gonna have a penalty off the ball. Inside the 8-meter. Looks like a hold on the Garnet. Free position shot for Neumann. They need it in a big way. Pulls out. 45 left on the shot clock. Fagan driving to her right. Rolls back to her left. Right again. Shot low and score. The Knights finally it's been more than 15 minutes since they opened this game with a goal. Fagan able to be patient, beat her defender. Beautiful stick skills to go low, that little worm burner right under the stick of Stafford. It is 7-2. Neumann still trails. 10:27 left to play in the second quarter. And it's strange, the women's game this year in college has switched to 4 15-minute quarters, and it definitely has caused some changes in how teams react to that and how momentum can change. So much like basketball, lacrosse is a game of runs, but the quarters have absolutely influenced that as well. So we'll see if Neumann can use that goal from Fagan to build some momentum here. 10:27 left to play in the second. Draw up, trickling toward the restraining line, pushed back, now back over. Violation by Swarthmore. Gives it back over to Neumann. Bouncer on the ground. Beautiful job there. Paleo was able to step in front and snatch that ball. And she was fouled after she released that pass. So we will have our first card issued this afternoon. DeNova will take a 2-minute break from the game. That is a 2-minute releasable penalty. Should Swarthmore score, we'll go back to even. But for the next 2 minutes or until a Swarthmore goal, Swarthmore will be a player up. Zach brings the ball into the attacking third. Again, you'll see 7 white jerseys and 6 blue jerseys. Stoppage and play there to make sure we've got our timing right and the shot clock correct. Swarthmore again, player up in their attacking third. 5-goal lead. Irvine, inside, wide open. So tough. Finkelstein able to finish that. Again, Neumann was defending down a player. Somebody's got to be open, and that time it was Finkelstein. So Swarthmore scores on the player up. They now lead the visiting Knights from Neumann University 8-2. 9:47 left in the second quarter, and Neumann has called a timeout. Certainly not the start to the second quarter that Coach Miller was hoping for, despite that beautiful solo effort from Fagan. Swarthmore has been able to build on their first quarter lead. Certainly that last goal, player down, did not help their cause any. So both of these teams, this is a midweek non-conference matchup for both. Similar situations between the two of these programs in their conference. Swarthmore trying to make progress in the Centennial Conference, a tough conference, really dominated by traditional powerhouses, Gettysburg and Franklin and Marshall. Both of those two teams in the Centennial Conference currently ranked in the top 10 in the country in Division III. And then for Neumann University, members of the Atlantic East, they have yet to open conference play, but they are also looking to make their mark in a tough conference, led by perennial powerhouse Cabrini University, just north of here in Radnor, Pennsylvania. Their head coach, Jackie Neary. They will open conference play against Marymount coming up in just about a week on April 9th. So good chance for both of these teams to get some reps, get some film for their coaching staff to review, and continue to prepare for their conference schedules, and then hopefully for both of these teams, perhaps the postseason as well. We're back to the draw. Again, Swarthmore leads 8-6. Most recent goal, player up goal. 9:47 left to play in the second quarter. Draw up there, ball to the turf, scooped up by Neumann. That's Fagan. She really does it all for this team. Ahead to Fiedler. Carries it into the attacking third. Neumann looking to build some momentum here, get themselves back in a position, make this a bit more of a game. Broski. Fagan. Back to X. Some nice crisp ball movement here by the Knights. Adams. Rolling left to right. Smart not giving her any space. Flemings rolls into the 8. Nothing there. Back up top to Fagan. Fagan driving, puts it on her left hand. Rolls back to her right. Nice defense there by Paleo. 30 on the shot clock. Ball goal line extended. Ball inside. It's a good look. The double came quickly. Shot got off, but the referee had called a foul prior to that shot, so we will have a free position shot, free position opportunity for Neumann. Fiedler lines up, one-on-one with Stafford. 19 on the timer. She'll go to cage. Shot and save by Stafford. Ball on the turf. Scramble for it. Neumann, Fagan, able to control. Fagan driving hard to her right. Thought she might go right to cage there. Thought better of it. New 60 for the Neumann Knights. Adams trying to come in there from on the crease, not able, switching left and right. Fagan to her right, splits the defense. Fiedler backs it out. Looks like they're running a bit of an ISO. Now the cutters come through. Fiedler working on Smart. Nothing there. Smart just staying low, giving nothing away. Ball back up top to Fagan. She wants to drive. She's got her right hand up. Shot. Beautiful job there by Stafford. Ball ricochets back out on the turf, controlled by Neumann. They will get another new 60. This is the longest possession that Neumann's managed the entire game. Great job by their attack, scooping those ground balls off the turf, giving themselves another chance. Sideline cheering them on. Blemmings at X. Looking to challenge. Nothing there. Ball on the turf, but manages to scoop it back up. "20 seconds on the timer. Fagan gets her hands free, goes low, just wide of the cage. Actually might have caught some pipe. Ball bounces out. Chased down by Swarthmore. Possession over to the Garnet. Richardson transitioning through the midfield. Head up. Numbers here, a bit unsettled defense. Ball goes to the turf, however. Scooped up by Swarthmore. Bit of a fast break opportunity there. Swarthmore not able to convert. Still enjoying a 6-goal lead, just under 6 minutes left to play here in the second quarter. Finkelstein looking inside. Irvine. Miller. Ball inside. Shot and goal. Beautiful look there from Irvine. And it looked to be Elizabeth Zach. It is, in fact, Elizabeth Zach, the freshman. Bounces it past Corrigan. Puts the Garnet's 9th goal of the day up on the board. 5:32 left to play here in the second quarter. Unfortunate turn of events for Neumann. The visitors had their most sustained possession of the afternoon. Several new shot clocks, able to control the ball after it had bounced to the turf after shots taken and saves made. Maybe 3 new shot clocks on that last possession, not able to convert. Draw goes up. Broski able to scoop it off the turf. Over to Fagan. Yeah, Neumann needed possessions in the first quarter. It seems like they've had more possessions this second quarter, but only 1 goal to show for it so far. Drive in. Not able to get the shot off there was Adams. Ball up top to Fagan. Contact there from Paleo. Just outside the 8 meter, so we'll have a restart by Fagan on the 12 meter. 53 seconds on the shot clock. Ball to the turf. Scooped up nicely by Pyron. She has been a vacuum cleaner today for ground balls, not only in the run of play, but also off of the draw controls. Ball head to Zach, our most recent goal scorer for Swarthmore. Looks down, finds Irvine, trying to return the favor. Irvine had assisted on the goal by Zach. Irvine very wisely holds her shot up. There was a defending player between her and the cage, but that will result in a shooting space call and a free position shot for Irvine. Drives in. Shot saved, Corrigan. Brushed aside. Ball out over the end line, backed up by the Garnet. They will retain possession. 65 seconds on the shot clock. Driving in. Shot and goal. Kira Hall curling around from X. Getting the ball in her strong right hands free, bounces it past Corrigan. And Swarthmore has really started to run away with this contest this afternoon. They lead 10-2, 4:13 left to play in the second quarter. Swarthmore spreading the scoring around today. Pyron with 2 goals, Miller with 2, Blomqvist with 1, and Holleb with 1. We are back to the draw. It's up, scooped off the turf by Miller. Quickly ahead to Love. Love and unable to convert. That shot goes just wide, backed up by the Garnet. They'll retain possession. 78 seconds left on the shot clock. Possession's been a little bit more equal in this second half, but after a while, your defense really starts to get tired. Drive, shot, and beautiful save there. Ball to the turf and scooped up by Neumann. That was Lauren Carson for the Knights. And Corrigan is certainly seeing a lot of shots. She's made her fair share of saves this afternoon, too. Blazinski, unable to clear. Ball checked out of her stick by Pyron, who scoops up the ground ball. Flips it over to Love. Love looks inside, shot and save again. Corrigan, ball on the turf. Fight for it there, but Love is able to win that battle. 67 seconds left on the shot clock. Guess they ruled that was not a save from Corrigan. Ball comes inside. Low pass to Love. She managed to scoop it off the turf and get the shot off, but it goes wide of the cage and trickles out of bounds. Backed up there by Kapilov. Good defense there, collapsing on Irvine, trying to drive from the elbow. Ball comes inside. Shot and goal. Beautiful job there by Holleb, getting her hand up, puts the defender on her hip, able to catch, come across her body. Garnet increases their lead. They are now ahead 11-2 with 2:13 left in the second quarter. And again, started to mention the defense for Neumann has just played so many minutes, so many sets. So far this afternoon, they do start to get a bit tired. And that's a big piece of game strategy, just in maintain possession, letting your defense catch their breath, your goaltender catch their breath. They've been under pressure the majority of this game this afternoon. Swarthmore attack just relentless, moving that ball and taking their opportunities to go to cage. 9-goal lead here as we approach halftime. Ball up, chased down on the far sideline. Looked like that was Miller. It was Miller. Ball's ahead to Irvine. Pyron unable to handle the pass, but picks it back up off the turf. And Swarthmore. Ball comes into the middle. Shot wide of the cage. Backed up there by Kapilov. His cutters are just finding space inside that 8-meter. Kapilov looking to roll inside. Lost the ball briefly there. Able to maintain possession. Miller. Pyron. Goes back to X. Beautiful crease roll there. That's the freshman Blomqvist, her second of the day, the 5'3" attacker out of Boulder, Colorado. Able to curl around that cage and get a beautiful shot off into the upper 90. She increases the Swarthmore lead to 10, so we will have a running clock while this goal differential is 10. It's 12-2. Swarthmore leading. And this clock with just over 40 seconds remaining in the second quarter could run out before we actually get this last draw control off. So we'll see how that ends up. But yes, a 10-goal differential does run the clock in women's lacrosse. Looks like we will have this final draw. of the second quarter. 20 seconds left to play. Won by Irvine. Can Swarthmore convert here with the clock running out, time expiring in the second quarter? Looks inside, tough pass. Love couldn't handle it. Scooped back up. Looked like Zach driving in. Maybe Kapilov, actually, driving in. Kapilov took some contact there. But the clock has expired. Ball went down on the turf. And so the home team, the Swarthmore Garnet, able to open up the 10-goal differential and get a running clock just prior to the expiration of the second quarter. Swarthmore just able to not only to convert on their opportunities, to create multiple opportunities, both off the draw and off of transition, and cause turnovers, really letting their attack set up, go to work, and create this 10-goal lead here. So we thank you for tuning in this afternoon from Clothier Field on the campus of Swarthmore College. You're watching college women's lacrosse between the home team Swarthmore Garnet and the visitors from Neumann University, the Knights. We appreciate you tuning in. The teams will take a break for halftime, and we will take a break too. We'll bring you back with some statistics and the start of the third quarter. Good evening and welcome back to Clothe Your Field on the campus of Swarthmore College. We are ready to bring you the second half of women's lacrosse between the homestanding Garnet of Swarthmore and the visiting Knights of Neumann University. Afternoon has turned to evening here. The shadows are across the field. It was a sun-splashed day, but a bit chilly here for everyone except the players, probably. The fans in the stands are bundled up as we have the old man winter hanging on here while spring tries to take over. My name is Meg White. We're so pleased you can join us this afternoon. First two quarters of play are ended and Swarthmore able to dominate possession and to convert on those possessions to open up a 10-goal lead here over the visitors from just down the blue route. Garnet lead 12-2, 8 different goal scorers for the Swarthmore Garnet. Blomquist with 2, Pyron with 2, Hollub with 2, and Miller with 2. In cage, goalie Helen Stafford able to make 5 stops. On the Neumann side, Fagan with both of the goals for the visitors, and their goalkeeper Corrigan coming up big in the cage. 7 key saves for the senior goalkeeper out of Alden, Pennsylvania, and Bonner Prendergast High School. We do have a 10-goal differential on the scoreboard, so we will have a running clock once the clock starts with this opening draw of the third quarter. Swarthmore with a comfortable 10-goal lead. Neumann looking to capitalize on some possessions and cut into this lead. Swarthmore does win the opening draw. It's Miller into the attacking third. Flips it over to Kapilov. Kapilov looking inside. Ball pops out of her stick. That's a nice defense scooped up by Neumann. That's the kind of start that the Knights need if they're going to get back into this game. Transitioning through the midfield is Carson. Ball checked from behind out of her stick onto the turf. Still loose. Scooped up by Miller. Hollub in the midfield. Up to Pyron. And here's Kira Hall. 3-on-2. Shot and goal. Beautiful job there with her head up. Finds Irvine for the finish. 14:05 left to play in the third quarter, and Swarthmore has managed to put their 13th goal up on the board. They lead the Knights of Neumann University 13-2. Swarthmore able to take advantage of a 3-on-2 there. Not a whole lot Corrigan could have done with that shot. Irvine with the nice finish. And Swarthmore piling on to their already substantial lead. Let's see Swarthmore switching out the sticks. The draw taker often will use a specialized stick designed just for the draw, and then they will switch that stick out if they stay on the field to be part of the attack or defense. That's nicely done by Irvine there. Draws it to herself, flips it ahead to Miller. Kapilov retreats to X. Hall, skip pass up to the top. Hollub. Hall, the lead facilitator on this team, really quarterbacks the attack. Tough pass up top. Able to handle is Irvine. I'm not quite sure how she caught that ball, but does get a shot off over the end line, backed up by Neumann. That's a heads-up play by the Neumann defense. Looks to be Carson there on the end line. Transitioning up. Ball goes to the turf. Scooped up there. That's Fagan. Goal scorer for Neumann. Looks ahead. Finds a teammate wide open. Ball to the turf. Scooped up by another one of the Knights. Looked like they might have a fast break opportunity there, but Swarthmore able to get back and slow them down. Skip pass from Broski. Murray looking to get her right hand up. Nothing there. Fiedler looking to drive. She is shut down. Brings it back up top. Adams. Smart has just been all over her this afternoon. Will not let her get that inside crease roll. Broski driving left. Rolls back right. Clock winding down here. 5 to shoot. With 1 second remaining on the shot clock, we've got a foul right at the top of the 8. Creates a free position shot for Becca Broski, the freshman from Emmaus High School. Known for the lacrosse, but also for their field hockey. She faces off with Stafford's shot. Stafford able to gather that shot in and starts the transition. Miller. Great hustle there from Neumann. Disruption on the transition. Swarthmore is able to control. That's Love. Settling things down for the Garnet. Kapilov looks inside. Shot just wide of the cage. Backed up by the Garnet. Ball inside. Beautiful cut there from Irvine. The feed from Hall. Hall just has such great vision from behind that cage. Her teammates know that she's going to be able to get them the ball. Cut with confidence. Irvine there, able to convert. The senior from London, England, builds the Swarthmore lead. They are now in front of the visiting Knights by 12 goals, 14-2. We have a running clock with 9:10 left to play in the third quarter. And for Neumann now, it's just really about these little things. Can they string together enough little things that they're doing really well to start to build some confidence for them going forward? Ball on the ground, and there's a great example. Scooped up by Brodsky. Able to find Adams. Over to Fagan. Skip pass there from X. Brodsky able to control. Briefly down on the turf. Neumann getting their attack set. Back up to Murray. Murray's looking to drive. Ball flipped inside to Fagan. Beautiful save there made by Stafford. And excuse me, that shot was from Blemmings. On the pass from Murray. One of the better connections we've seen for the Knights on attack today. Stafford able, however, to make the save. And Swarthmore is back in their attacking third. Bloomquist looking for space, nothing there. She's got 2 goals today, the freshman. Shot, turnaround shot. Save there from Corrigan. Saw that shot the whole way. Nothing doing for Hall. She flips the ball out to Plazinski. Plazinski near sideline. She is fouled and will restart. Flips it back to Sidorowicz. Corrigan. Neumann changing fields. Nice pass there. Murray looking for space. She is fouled. The ball popped out of her stick, but it was a little bit too much contact. Murray will control. Looking for space. Beats one defender. Still going. Backs it out. And Neumann will set up their attack. Adams looking for space. Driving in on her right hand. Couldn't quite get that shot off. Right through the heart of the 8. Couldn't get her hands free to release it. Stoppage in play here. Looks to be a 3 seconds call on the Garnet. If that is the case, we will have a free position shot for the Neumann Knights, and we do. Broski will step up to the free position line, one-on-one with Stafford. Drives in, shot, goes low. Stafford able to get down and make that save. Ball scooped up for the Garnet by Smart. Swarthmore looking to transition. Richardson done a nice job on the transition today for the Garnet. She's driving into the 8, thinking shot. Ball knocked to the turf, still free. We will have a foul on Fredrickson. Referee called a charge on that play. A little bit out of control on that drive. So the ball will go back over to Neumann. 5:15 left to play in the third. They'll look to transition. Long run there. Some from Sidorowicz, and she's able to carry the ball all the way into the attacking third for the Knights. Ball at X with Fagan. Has both goals today for the Neumann Knights. She curls around. Closely watched there by Paleo. Adams. Passed down briefly, controlled. Murray on her left hand, driving in. Ball pops out of her stick onto the turf and controlled by the Garnet. That's Smart, her second ground ball. Second possession in a row she's created for her team. Transition now. Richardson. Swarthmore with the ball in their attacking third. 4 minutes left to play in the third quarter. That was the freshman Elizabeth Zach. She has 2 goals today. Was looking for her third, and she will line up for a free position shot. One-on-one with Corrigan. She thinks better of it. Looked to pass the ball out. Popped up in the air. She gets it back. Gets a shot off. Falls to the turf. New shot clock here for the Garnet. They'll pull it out and reset. Zach driving right. Good defense there. Didn't give her the alley. Nothing from X. Back out looking for Zach again. She's able to corral that pass. Hollub looks inside. She finds Blomquist. Blomquist turns and fires. Looks like it almost tipped off the stick of Corrigan and into the back of the net. Just an unlucky bounce for the Neumann Knights. So the freshman Blomquist completes the hat trick this evening. Adds another goal for the Garnet of Swarthmore College. They lead the Neumann University Knights 15-2. We've got a running clock with 2:15 left to play in the third quarter. So the Neumann Knights unable to really generate any kind of momentum here in the third quarter, and Swarthmore able to continue to add to their lead. We're back to the draw. Ball up. Irvine able to turn and pluck that out of the air. Brings it forward for yet another Swarthmore possession. As we mentioned in the first half, this is where the defense really does start to get tired. It is physically tiring and it is psychologically tiring to have to play defense for this many minutes in a game. And Swarthmore just relentless in their attack on the cage. Pass from goal line extended, trickles out, but controlled by Miller. Swarthmore continues to move the ball, setting their attack. Kapilov looks up top. Zach rolls to her right, nothing there. Holub drives, finds space. Back to her left, nothing there. Flips it back up. Shot off the post. Love was looking for the cage, and sometimes the post is the goalie's best friend. Ball off the post, bounces out. That will be a new shot clock for the Swarthmore Garnet, but unfortunately there an inadvertent pass thrown away. Possession will go over to the Knights of Neumann. They will flip it back in from the goal line to their goalkeeper, Corrigan. Neumann will look to transition. Ball up to Eisenhart. She's double teamed. Finds Plazinski. And a great job there on the clearance from the Knights. Fagan's got it now. She's the goal scorer. Drives in. Shot. Looked like Stafford got a piece of it. Rolled out of the end line. Fagan able to back it up. Trying to get that ball back inside to Murray, and the quarter will expire. Neumann looking to make something happen there as the clock wound down in the third quarter. Fagan unable to make that connection with Murray and get that final shot off. So we do end the third quarter. Swarthmore firmly in control. They lead the visiting Knights from Neumann University 15-2. Thank you so much for tuning in this evening as dusk starts to fall here at Clothier Field on the campus of Swarthmore College. My name is Meg White. We will be back in a few moments with fourth quarter action. And we are back here at Clothier Field for the start of the fourth quarter between this evening's women's lacrosse matchup. For this women's lacrosse matchup between the Swarthmore Garnet and the visiting Knights of Neumann University. Swarthmore with a comfortable lead, 15-2. We do have a running clock situation. Fourth quarter draw is up. Ball on the turf there. Irvine, not the draw taker. She's taken the majority of the draws for the Swarthmore Garnet this afternoon. She was on the circle that time, able to scoop that ball off the turf. Swarthmore again on the attack. We do have a new goalkeeper in cage for the Neumann University Knights. This is Ava Irwin, the sophomore goalkeeper, local product out of Downingtown East High School, just west of here, northwest of here, I should say. Swarthmore, the 13-goal lead, setting up their attack. Freshman Elizabeth Zach, 2 goals today, nothing there for her. Hall, the quarterback of this attack at X, looking to drive, shot, save. Welcome to the game, Ava Irwin. Beautiful save there from the sophomore. Ball down. Unfortunately, Neumann unable to pick it up. Swarthmore controls. They will have a new shot clock. New 60 this year, not a new 90. One of the rule changes here, designed to speed the game up a bit. New personnel in for Swarthmore looks to be Cassidy Marquise, the junior attack out of Louisville, Colorado. Driving in. Love takes a shot just wide of the cage. Backed up by Finkelstein. She'll restart. Miller trying to get her right hand free, unable to do so. Ball pops out. Controlled by Ava Irwin for the Knights. Again, we've talked a lot about possessions in this game. Swarthmore's been able to gain possessions off of the draw, but they have also been relentless in their ride, causing turnovers, making it very difficult for the Knights to transition the ball. Here we see Irwin trying to find a teammate in the midfield. She's able to get that pass out in transition. Looks to be Sidoritzowitz, excuse me, with that ball. Gets it ahead to Adams. Neumann with an attacking possession here to start this fourth quarter. Adams looking for space, nothing on her left, turns back to her right. Murray. Ball flipped over. Oh, great idea there. Just a pass a little bit behind. Ball to the turf. Scooped up by Zach. She's leading the Swarthmore transition. On the move is Hollub. Shot and goal. So Zach, 2 goals this evening, picks up a point on an assist to Hollub in transition. The Neumann defense a bit unsettled. Swarthmore able to push the pace, put another goal on the board. They lead the Knights 16-2. Just under 11:20 left to play in this fourth quarter. So Swarthmore firmly in control. Some changing personnel for both teams. Richardson in the draw control circle for Swarthmore, and looks to be Adams for the Knights of Neumann University. Reaching up for it. Fantastic job there blocking out by Miller. That's really how you would teach it in practice. You would coach it in practice. She used her body to shield the opposing player off the ball, able to keep her feet moving and scoop it up off the turf. Swarthmore again with possession. 10:30 to play here in the fourth quarter. Enjoying a comfortable 14-goal lead. Hall looks inside. Shot and goal. Hall just with tremendous field vision looking through that 8. Her teammates know that if they make a good cut, she's going to be able to find them, and Finkelstein collects. Beautiful catch and shoot, but it started with the feed from Hall, being able to recognize her teammate, stick up and open, ready to turn and finish. That's the 17th goal of the day for the Swarthmore Garnet. They lead the visiting Knights 17-2. Approaching 9:30 left to play with a running clock in the fourth quarter. Adams and Fredrickson in the center circle. Ball to the turf. Scooped up again there by Miller. Gets the pass off. Bit of tough reception there, but Rodriguez is able to control. She's in the game for the first time for the Garnet. New personnel, as we mentioned, for both teams, seeing some action this afternoon. Marquise, Rodriguez, Richardson. She played most of this game on the defensive end for Swarthmore, now taking a few reps in the attack. Finkelstein. .35 seconds left on the shot clock. Swarthmore taking their time, very methodical here, letting this new personnel get some touches and get comfortable on the ball. Hall still looking on the inside, nothing there, flips it up to Finkelstein. 12 on the shot clock. Bit of an errant pass there, trickles out of bounds past the outstretched stick of Madeline Delario. Neumann will take over. Irwin on the restart. Quickly played forward. Neumann in transition. Up to Fiedler. The Knights set up their attack. Bit of contact there, no call from the referee. Broski thought there was some contact there. She tried to make her way toward goal. Ball went down to the turf, and eventually the foul called on the Knights. So Rodriguez will restart for Swarthmore. Approaching the 7-minute mark here in the fourth quarter. Swarthmore firmly in control with the 17-2 lead. Great hustle there by Brodsky. Nice takeaway. She is fouled, trying to control that ground ball, and she will keep possession. Ball played ahead to Fiedler. Second consecutive possession here for the Knights of Neumann University. Trying to get some good reps in here, get a good look at Cage. Carson dodging. Could have asked for that shooting space there. She's got to really act like she's going to take a shot. Flip the ball to Fagan. She's the goal scorer. Shot just wide of the Cage. Great hustle play there. Backed up by Swarthmore. That was Richardson hustling to the end line. And she'll carry forward with just over 6 minutes left to play in this contest. Fredrickson, head up. Looking for a pass there inside the 8. Ball to the turf, scooped up by Neumann. Ball back to their goalkeeper, Irwin. She lost it there. Ball nearly popped into the Cage. Neumann able to take a breath, maintain possession. Plenty of time on the shot clock. Ball out. Great hustle play there by Miller for Swarthmore. Regains possession. Again, Neumann just really struggling in transition and giving away these possessions, preventing them from setting up their attack and really making more of their offense in this afternoon's contest. Swarthmore content to work the ball. A lot of new personnel in for the Garnet. Richardson. Back over to Miller. Kapilov. 30 seconds on the shot clock. Swarthmore getting organized. Looks to be an ISO for Fredrickson. She tries for her right, spins back to her left, switches hands. Good defense there. Double comes. Nicely done. Double team by the Neumann Knights. Ball goes to the turf, and they're able to control it. Excellent job by the defense. Just collapsing very, very quickly. Textbook double. Ball out from the goalie. Missed her first target, but able to be scooped up there very quickly. Here on the near sideline, looking for help. That is Kara Dietrich. Triple teamed. Ball goes to the turf. Swarthmore able to pick it back up. And again, this Swarthmore ride this afternoon has been dominant. .330 left to play in the game. Swarthmore again with the ball in their attacking third. After the Garnet made it very, very difficult yet again for the Knights to transition that ball through the midfield. Zachs looking for space. Plays it back to Fredrickson. Richardson, excuse me. Skip pass there for Miller. And Swarthmore content to take their time here. 30 seconds on the shot clock. Miller drives in, head up, shot, and goal. Miller beat one defender, found a ton of space inside that 8. It was actually her left hand up and finished high to low. Swarthmore with an 18-2 lead, 2:20 left in this contest this afternoon. Just really a tough day at the office for the Knights of Neumann University, unable to control possession long enough really to allow their attack to settle in and go to work. Swarthmore absolutely relentless on the ride. Not taking anything away from the Neumann Knights, but Swarthmore, the Garnet, absolutely relentless in the midfield, able to create possession after possession. And there is another draw control for Miller. 1:35 to play in the game. Swarthmore will have the ball once again in their attacking third. Full shot clock here for the Garnet. Just approaching 60 seconds now. There's about a 10-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Love. .45 on the shot clock. Neumann applying pressure. Looking for one more possession in this game. Chance to put one final goal on the board. Swarthmore content to hold the ball with this substantial lead. .15 seconds on the shot clock, 25 on the game clock. Ball popped up top to Richardson. She is content to let the shot clock expire. The game clock not far behind. 5 seconds left to play in the contest. Ball ahead by Neumann, and the final horn will sound. So that's all for us this afternoon here from Clothier Field at Swarthmore College. A dominant performance by the home team from Swarthmore College. Get you some statistics here. 18 goals put up this afternoon by the Swarthmore Garnet. Isabel Bloomquist with 2, Ashley Pyron 2, Emma Holub with 2, Eleanor Miller with 2 to lead the team. Hall certainly with multiple goals and multiple assists on the feed. Fagan with both goals for the visiting Knights of Neumann University. So congratulations to both teams and best of luck as they move forward in their seasons, both teams heading into conference play. Swarthmore will head out this weekend for a key Centennial Conference matchup with currently number 5 ranked Franklin and Marshall. So a big game for Swarthmore as they continue to try to make a mark within this very competitive Centennial Conference. Neumann is going to stay home this weekend, another local non-conference game against Cedar Crest College. Thanks so much to our production team here at Swarthmore for their excellent work in bringing you this broadcast. And once again, the final from Clothier Field, the Swarthmore Garnet 18, the Knights of Neumann University 2. My name is Meg White, and saying thank you very much for joining us this evening and wishing you all a very pleasant night.